Hello there, nice slice here, coming at you from beautiful British Columbia, Canada. True North, strong and free. As you can see on the workbench today, I have the Canadian flag, the maple leaf, and that is because today I'm going to be doing an unboxing, which I haven't done in a long time. But this I've been waiting for quite some time. Now this is the logo of a custom knife maker way up in Fort St. John, British Columbia, up in the north in the Peace Country. And it is a company called JDKnives and Custom Works. And that is his logo. You wrap the box in the paper, that's pretty cool. The artist's name is JDKnives, the knife smith. That's his company, JDKnives and Custom Works. So because this is my very first ever truly custom knife, I'm going to use another Canadian knife maker's knife to open the box. This is the Bake Apple from Cal Noseworthy on the other end of the country in Newfoundland. Great little knife. So let's open it up. I'm going to be trying to be super careful and try and keep this and save this paper if I can. So let's see how we can do here. So you guys are going to be seeing this for the first time along with me here. And we'll talk about it once I get it open. So this is a knife called the Swamper. And it is in the catalog. If you go on the web page for JDKnives, you'll see the Swamper, but they do offer custom options, and that's what I opted for. All right, I think we have it now. All right, there we go. Let's get it open here. We'll just set that aside. Once again, you can see the box is sealed. JDKnives and Custom Works. That's a pretty cool logo. So let's get that open as well. All right, looks like they put some personal touches in there. There's a little thank you card. Let's see what we got here. The Swamper. It's got a serial number. I ordered the D2 steel because I'm a fan of D2. I had the steel gun blued. I opted for a black walnut handle with a vertical carry black leather sheath. It's fantastic. So this is the date he shipped it out to me. A little advice on how to take care of it. It's very nice. Thank you, Jesse. Now this card is to me. I'll open this later. Maybe there's some stickers. I'll open it right now. Let's have a look. All right, there we go. Contact info if you guys want to get a hold of them. It's perfect. All right, there's a sticker. That'll be going on my workbench for sure. Or my gun cabinet. I haven't decided yet, but one of the two. There's some more instructions on how to take care of your knife, so I appreciate that. Set that to the side. This will be the invoice. Oh, actually, it's a very nice letter from Jesse. You know, offering, appreciation for allowing him to build a knife for me, which is fantastic. I'll be reading that in more detail later. But thank you, Jesse. You hear that in the background? That's the fire alarm going off, and in this house, that means dinner's ready, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. Jesse also does custom leather work. There's a nice key fob with his logo. That is great. I love that. That's a nice touch, putting that in there. More paper. All right. Let's get rid of the box. Time to open this bad boy up. So remember, I haven't seen this yet either. You're going to get my honest reaction to this. Look at that sheath. That is fantastic. Nice thick welt. Leather is beautiful again. The JDKnives logo on the belt loop. JDKnives on the front as well. Nice snap. Leather is very thick. Looks fantastic. There is no rattling, no movement in that knife at all. All right, let's have a look. Wrapped in plastic. Protect the knife. There we go. Now what I opted for was the walnut with copper liners and some mosaic pins. These pins are called Copper Star. I think that looks so good. Nice little finger choil here. Drop point blade. Could use a bit of wiping off. I think I got a cloth here. Just give me a second. There we go. Fantastic. Nice sharpening choil. Nice thick blade stock on that. Comes tapered down to a point very nicely. I believe this was a 3-inch or 3.5-inch blade. So overall, it's an 8-inch knife with, 3.5-inch blade. That is fantastic. The fit and finish on this is unbelievable. I wish the lighting was a little better in here. Where I'm at, it's a bit of a gray evening, so the light coming through the windows is not the greatest, but oh, that's sharp too. That is sharp. I'm very happy. And it is, I just noticed if you look at the spine, it's tapered down. That is a nice touch. Full tang on this. And I just noticed that. Look at that. It's got the distal taper down to the butt end of the tang there. Look at that shine. So this is part of my ambition to support Canadian knife makers. You've seen my pieces from Kyle Noseworthy. You've seen a few of my Gromans. My North Arm knives. The Mallard. I have a few others kicking around. But this is my first custom made to order knife. Very pleased with it. Super happy. Let's have a look at this sheath again. That is quality all the way. Look at that stitching, the welting, the nice color. Knife fits in there, snaps up, beautiful. That'll take some breaking in on my belt. Fantastic. So once again, that is the JDKnives Swamper, custom made by JLambert, Fort St. John, beautiful British Columbia, Canada. There you have it.